2025 maple season is getting started right now. This is a spout right here. That's what goes in the actual maple trees. It's a pretty simple process. Just drop it down into vice grips. Drop one in this little holder right here. I like to grab it from the bottom right here, maybe like one finger on top, and just kind of line it up. Squeeze it right on. Done. On to the next. Yesterday we started up on the very top. Two reasons for that. One, we got a snowstorm coming Saturday, possibly a good one, and it's really steep in there. And two, the wind. Wind's blowing about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so it's going to be brutal today. The old man's on his way up. He gets here, we're going to head up on the hill and see if we can get another 500 done. We'll see how long we can make it today. If it gets real brutal up there, if it's not safe with the wind blowing, we're not going to risk our lives up there. So we'll head up here and see what we can get done. A little slow going today. We have a little situation. So it kind of misted last night, and it's got ice all over our lateral lines. So every time you put the tool on there to try to squeeze it on, it's either sliding off or the jaws are filling up with ice. So I don't know if you can see, there's like a light frost on it, but the old man, he's having problems as usual. So a lot of times we'll grab on the end of this and kind of do a dry run with it, see where we want it. So I try to go as far away from where it's hooked in as possible the first year, because every year we cut these off and you lose a little bit. You lose like an inch. So each year, this, 3 years time, you should replace your drops every 3 to 4 years anyways, but in 3 or 4 years time, this drop's going to shorten right up. So try to go the farthest away as possible the first time, like right about there looks good. You want to tap it till you hear an off sound, you know you're there. Right there. They don't go in that far. You don't want to overdrive these, because if you overdrive it, you're going to split the tree and then it's going to leak there. So it's really a tedious process. You kind of got to know what you're doing here. So on a good day, we can get 500 to 600 in. So that's easy to figure out. 17, 18 days if everything goes perfect. So we'll keep on moving down the hill. All right, so made it back down here to the pump house. We had a good day. We probably got around 500 in. Wasn't able to do a lot of videoing because my camera got cold and it wouldn't work. So tomorrow we'll come back in here and we'll do it all over again. All right, we're up here on top. The old man's gonna start putting in spouts. I'm gonna give him a head start and run down. There's a couple lines I saw down. I want to get them up off the ground before we get big snow, because then you won't get them off the ground. All right, so I took the chainsaw down there. I actually had to cut one, but they're all back in the air suspended. All right, so I'm back up here with the old man now. Gotta start drilling some trees. I'll show you that process. So there's the spout right there. You can see the length of the spout. So I have a piece of tubing cut that I put on the end of the drill bit. That's kind of a guide for me. That's 1.5 inches right there. So you drill a hole. Drill the hole into the end of that tubing, and then we tap the spout in, but the spout only goes in like about 1 inch. So if you can envision the hole, this spout's only going to probably go in about that far right there. So you have a pocket behind the spout of hole, and that's what the sap comes out of. Like a good spot right there. So you see this nice white wood? That's what we're looking for. You know you got good wood and you're going to have sap. If you get brown wood, it's a bad spot in a tree, and 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get sap, or it's going to be a leak. Hear that off sound? That's when you're home. we're gonna call it a day. It's almost 4 o'clock. Another good day. I think we're probably getting close to halfway down the mountain, so come back in here tomorrow and do it again. All right, back in here this morning. So getting ready to head up on the mountain. Another brutal cold day. Wind's blowing probably harder than it did yesterday, so hopefully after today and tomorrow we'll be real close to being down here to the bottom. Maybe a little bit more on Friday, but we should have this new section of 2,600 taps all done, so that's a good thing. So we'll head up on the hill and get after it again. I'm up here on top. I'm gonna walk out to the spot because I don't have a log road over to the spot, so we're gonna walk out here quick, fix these 3 spin seal nipples, come right back here quick, get back down on the other end, start putting taps in. All right, it's the end of the day here. Been a long day. Got here to the top of the hill, thought we heard something crash. Well, here's the culprit. Just another tree. So I tried to start the saw. The saw's frozen up. Chain won't turn, so we gotta take the side-by-side back down the house, thaw it out for the night. So we'll come back in here in the morning. New day, back in here this morning. More snow, more wind, more cold. But last night we got done. Those trees came down. I'm right here this morning. It's right here in front of me. So first order of business, I got to cut this tree off this sub main right here. We got one right here and we got one down there to the left away. So I can't get the side-by-side down to it. So I'm gonna have to walk down to it. The snow's getting too deep. We'll get stuck. But hopefully Saturday I get the tracks adjusted on the wheeler and then we'll be using that up here. But the old man, he's over there. He's putting spouts in. So I'm gonna get these 2 trees cut up and then I'll catch up with him, start tapping trees. There's that one. I get the headgear on again. Whew, ears are about numb. I'm gonna walk down and then I'll get that other one cleaned up and then we'll go back to tapping trees. It's almost 4 o'clock. Didn't do much videoing today. Pretty nasty weather conditions to say the least. But I don't know, I think we're better than 3/4 of the way down through this new section of woods, so we got a lot of snow. It's been snowing for 2 or 3 days straight up here every day. All right. Come back in here tomorrow, keep going. Friday morning back in here. Looks like we got a nice day on tap today for once. It's supposed to be sunny today, no wind. That'll be a blessing. So we got another tree down, saw it yesterday, must have came down, I don't know, yesterday, the day before we were tapping. So I gotta go down, cut that down, or cut it up. The old man, he's gonna start on spouts again. So he's gonna start here on top. I'm gonna go down, cut that tree, then walk back up to the top and then continue tapping trees. So I think finish it today.
I don't know. Depends how fast you can go. Usually you can't keep up.
We'll see. We're gonna give him literally probably an hour head start. So we'll see how that works out. Right, so I got that tree cut up, didn't film it, didn't take that long. So I pulled the 4-wheeler down here to the bottom half. Now I gotta start to trek all the way to the top. And I'll drop right in behind him and we'll start bringing these right down the mountain. So we gotta come back down, back up, back down, and then right behind the pump house. So I don't know if we can get all 4 of these done today or not. If we do, it's gonna be a good day. So I'll let you know how long it took me to catch back up to him. So he usually goes pretty fast going down the hill. Going up's where he has problems, but he is 73 years old, so you know how it is. He's been killing it, getting right after it. The old man's up on top of that ledge someplace up there. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. hopefully we can make it off this steep shelf right behind the pump house. We got another hour and a half left to dark, and we got to get this done. We just finished right up here behind me. Just finished that ledge, so it was a great week. We got a lot done. We've got 2,621 taps in, or 2,630, whatever it is. So the old man, he's gone. I think I worked him too hard. He shot. So he is 73 years old. So it's pretty impressive that he can go all day out here with me. So makes a big difference. Helps out a lot. So good week. Next week we'll come back in here Monday and we'll start on the middle section. I think there's 1,830 taps in there, so we should be able to get that done in like 3 days. But even with the deep snow up there, we're able to make good time. So 3 more days and this whole woods will be done, and then we'll go over to our other one. So thanks for watching.